We are here at the Ohio Expo Center's train show. Can't really remember what it's called exactly. A ton of displays and merchandise here, and we're going to be showing you around a bit, show you some of the displays, and I'm going to go ahead and buy some new items for my collection. This is the end. This is the end. Some amazing layouts here.
So we developed the gradient so we can all run together.
So what is that? Is that 1%?
It's a 2%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 2%.
I know a lot of people don't like to do 2% because they feel it's too steep.
Well, our issue is space. So
isn't it all over?
if we had more room, we probably made it more gradual, but that would have taken up 4 modules on each side. Normally we don't set up the space. That would have been half of the thing.
Yeah, you're definitely a bigger layout this time.
Well, so there was supposed to be somebody else on our other side, and they called and canceled us, and we asked for permission. They said we could bump out of their space, so we're a foot shy of 400 linear feet, which equates to 6.5 miles of track, scale miles.
Scale. 400 feet, right?
Yeah, Thomas is invention.
So now I'm just going to show you what exactly we got at the train show. I would have recorded more of the merchandise, but I just wanted to save my recording space for the displays, which I know I didn't record a lot of that either, but let's go ahead and show you what we got anyways. So a lot of N-scale rolling stock, which includes this Canadian National Auto Rack Union Pacific covered hopper. Those small covered hoppers usually used for sand. Some intermodal flatbed type thing. Conrail boxcar, Canadian National boxcar. Some kind of CSX L&N covered hopper. And a Conrail, but not Conrail quality SD70 Mac. And that was one of the more expensive things we got. And that's pretty much that's all we got for N scale. Now moving on to HO scale here. We have an SD9, I believe. Yep, that's an SD9. It's a Burlington Northern Way of the West, in case you're wondering. As you can see, it was $25, a really good deal. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm pretty confident it runs. It's in good condition, and the guy I bought it off of said it's actually custom painted, so whoever custom painted it obviously did a really good job. I'm quite impressed with it. And now, moving on over here to the American Flyer stuff, which of course is S-gauge. I got this New Haven, I'm not sure what type of locomotive it is. It's some kind of electric locomotive. Got that for right around $100, and a Pennsylvania K4 Pacific back here. And that's also a American Flyer post-war, number 312 AC. A little bit more about American Flyer for some of my newer viewers who probably don't know much about them. It's S-gauge, which is in between HO and O-gauge. Not very common. It's kind of the forgotten scale, so to speak. But I'm big into it, and I like to add a little bit to my collection now and then. And I thought these would be great things to add to it. And those are right around $100 each, so not bad. And we're going to go ahead and test them here in a bit. But the last thing here, my brother actually got this. It's an N-scale New York Central locomotive and B unit, two A units, two E units technically, and then a B unit down there. I know it's in the shade, but it's down there. That was actually something my brother purchased, and we'll go upstairs and test everything out now. But there is one more thing we got that we just couldn't wait to test out. It's on the track right now, and we'll go show you what that is here in just a little bit. So sorry for the poor lighting up here and the poor practicality of this layout. I know it's very, amateur, so to speak, but I made it when I was really young, and that's why I have the more advanced layouts in the train room that are works in progress, because they're going to be more professional, and eventually I'll have a more professional HO scale layout. But here's the other thing we got that we couldn't wait to test. Now, this coupling has to be attached to the back of a car still and the truck, but what it is an EOT. You might recognize them a lot on the ends of trains that you might see when you're out rail fanning. And we figured it's about time we pick one up. I wish they had them in N scale, because I would have gotten one of those instead, but we just couldn't really pass that up. It's so neat, We're going to go ahead and put that on a train here in a bit, but first, let's go ahead and test some of the other stuff out. Testing this locomotive now. Good runner. A little noisy. There's the car with the EOT on the end. Then again, sorry for the unpractical layout. And my poor camera skills. I'm just excited to get all the filming done so I can start working on these engines and make them service them a bit. I would make a video about it, but I don't know. I just don't have all the time to start recording that. Maybe when I get a big lot of like really old engines in the future, I'll do a repair video. Yeah, that's that. And again, sorry for the poor lighting and the unfinished layout, but here's the Conrail locomotive running. With the new rolling stock. That's new, that's new, that's new, that's new. Okay, so pretty much everything you've seen so far is new up until there. This is stuff we've already owned. The rest of it. is the New York Central E unit running with some Penn Central passenger cars. It kind of fits. She's better run by. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test this. So it is fine. I just think the little E unit, the direction changer isn't cycling properly. Wow, that is a good runner. Yeah, little sparks, but not a big problem. Yeah, it has something wrong with the directional, but I think I can fix that. And besides that, it's a good runner. I definitely think I got my money's worth for that. We got another good runner. It's a little loud because it can use some oil and maybe some grease, but I think it should be running fine before too long. Sorry for the layout being quite messy right now. As you can tell, I'm still working on it. So we got another good runner out of that. And I picked it up for the same price as that one, right around $100.